Yo, what's up everybody? Today we're going to be working on a special project I have sitting here in the garage. It's the rear hinges on my 1983 Camaro Z28. When you press the little button here in the middle to let the trunk go up, you hear that it wants to go and that it's unlocked, but the rear here just sits there. So we got some replacement struts here. Let's chuck them on there and see how they work. So if your shocks are shot like mine are, you can use a set of vice grips here on the piston part, lock them in place, and that way it'll leave the trunk latch nice and wide open for you. So I got a 5/16 bolt. We're just gonna slap this guy on there and have a nice little wire right here and give this thing a yank. I also tried putting an 8mm on here. I'm not a mathematician, but it seemed like the 8mm would do the job with this as well. Whoa, shit, Chad. It's a T50. Could you believe that? Get this thing off here. When I removed the old strut there, it's a little bit loose here, so maybe get something to prop it up a little bit better. I've read some reviews where people put new struts on in the back and the whole glass shattered, so we're hoping that doesn't happen with these. They had some pretty good reviews on Amazon. Put the link below here, but yeah, I would maybe support the rear hatch area here. So there's going to be two different sides on this. One has a raised washer portion like that on the left hand side here, and that faces towards the inside of the car, and that's where the bolt goes against. The other one butts up against your car there. And I'm having a little bit of trouble getting this to go in by hand, so sometimes you may need to rethread. All right, and now that's rethreaded, we can put the other side on. Round peg, square hole, they just need to line up and seem to be off a little bit. So I just picked up on the rear here until I was able to align these two guys. There's a little plastic insert in here. Popped out on me a couple times, so just slap that bad boy back in there. And then we'll grab our little screw and switch to the other side. Same thing on this side, the 5/16 or the 8mm, whatever you want to use. Rip that thing out and then to this beautiful, beautiful T50. Just in case you were wondering, this is how the plastic clip goes, where the side that actually latches onto the metal faces the outside of the car, and then the flat side faces the inside here. So when I took this side off, the latch started falling on me, so you definitely want to keep this propped up while you're doing this job with something other than just the struts. All right, torque down to, what's that, 85 foot-pounds. I know that because I used my left hand to torque it. And now I connected this blessed little sole here. Also make sure that your support is supported, so when you lift up on this to get this in place, it doesn't fall down on you and knock you right in the dome. We'll also plug in this wire. Oh no. And now that bolt is back in, we're tightened up down there, and then we have the wire plugged in on this side. That's just the way it is. We'll slowly put this down, and hopefully it does not shatter the glass. All right, well, would you look at that? And now for the cool part, when we smack that like button and subscribe button right in the middle, that should pop open. All right, let's watch. Ah, son of a bitch.